Hi, it's Jackie Jones here, and welcome to Stage 8 of the Online Home Biz 101 presentations. In Stage 8, we're going to look at email follow-ups. So what's the importance of Stage 8? Well, follow-ups are extremely important as they turn your leads into sales, and emails will be the first point of contact. So there's many ways to follow up, so we'll have a look at them. You can follow up by email, phone or Skype, webinars and conference calls, and even face-to-face. But what I'm going to do today is explain emails as they're the most common way that you'll follow up, and as I said before, they are normally the first point of contact. So as you have watched Stage 7, you should be aware that the best way to follow up is with an autoresponder. So that's when I spoke about a Weber. It's also important to know what to write and also how to write it. So I want to give you some suggestions, and they are to be personal, be brief and straight to the point, and build a relationship, so avoid direct sales. So being personal, so when you set up emails, put the person's name in the subject and also in the body of the email. This is going to show the person that they're not just a number to you, but they are a person. And this is really to do with many autoresponders, as they can organize that for you. So this below is what I have done for one of my emails, and as you can see, that exclamation mark first name, that's how the autoresponder knows to put their first name in the subject. So I put their first name and then the rest of the subject, and I say hi to the person in the body of the text. I also suggest being brief. So to ensure that your potential client reads your whole email, keep it brief and straight to the point. This is going to ensure that they understand what you're writing and also that they read it from start to finish. A good way to do this is through dot points. So here's an example of what I've written. So you can see that I've used one sentence paragraphs, which means it's brief, and I've also used dot points as well. I also suggest building relationships. The reason for it is because relationships equal sales, and the best way to do this in an email is to avoid the sales pitch. So try to provide support and valuable information rather than simply selling your product. So when you send the email, don't just simply write buy me, buy me, buy me. Help them choose what they want to buy and write it so that they want to buy your product. And here's my example. So in this one, I have provided assistance, so I'll read it. Starting an online home business can be a very difficult decision, and definitely one that you should make on your own. When I made the decision to enter the online home business world, I weighed up my options until I knew that this type of work was for me, and I suggest you do the same. To do this, I created a simple pros and cons list, and for me, the pros totally outweighed the cons, so I know it was the right decision. And that email does go on. I just wanted to give you a brief snippet, and it goes on to show them how to create a pros and cons list, as I showed you. So what's the next step? Well, I want you to write your autoresponder emails if you haven't done it already. I want you to try to do 3 to 5 different types of emails and ensure that you always include your contact details so they can get in contact with you. And remember, the 3 to 5 emails, you want them to be providing advice, helping, giving assistance. That's what your emails need to be about. And send the emails about 4 days apart, because you don't want them to get all the emails all at once, because it's kind of like spam. You don't want that. But over 4 days, it gives them time to read and let it sink in before they get their next email. I also suggest checking your reports to see if people are actually reading your emails, because if they're not, as I said before, change your subject and also change the body of the text and see if that helps. So what we're going to do now in Stage 9 is we're going to look at calling people, which is the next point of contact that I suggest to use. Would you like to become part of my team? That way you can ensure that you'll always have the help you need and the success you want. For more information, visit my website. It's www.tviexpressstreaming.com. Well, that's the end of Stage 8, and I'll be speaking to you in Stage 9.